What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more call it Juarez Gunslinger. And last episode when we left off, we played through a really fun mission that made good use of the storytelling mechanic as we made our way into a town to take out another outlaw. It was really fun to play through, but also we're starting to get a little bit more leveled up now in terms of our skills, which is making us feel a lot more powerful, which is really making the combat feel really satisfying and giving it a nice flow. So I highly recommend going back and watching last episode if you haven't seen it, because like I said, it was very, very fun. Now this mission that we're going to be playing this episode, I have played through before, but there was an issue with my recording, so I am going to have to go back and re-record it, but I don't mind because it's very, very fun, and yeah, some quite cool sequences in this mission, so looking forward to getting through it again.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Yeah, things are a bit different this episode, and we'll be going against some Native Americans.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
Unfortunate part of American history, but can't shy away from it with it being a cowboy game.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Actually, very nice looking environment, this one as well.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
In terms of our upgrade skills, I'm going to carry on making our way through this tree, because there's this very powerful sounding skill here where our crosshair becomes like sticks to enemies while we're in concentration, and I feel like that's probably quite a fun ability and will make up for when my aim isn't the best. But for now we're just going to get a skill that improves our shotgun reload, because that is one of the main reasons why I've avoided using the shotguns, is they are quite slow to reload. One downside of me replaying this level is that I won't be able to show off any nuggets of truth that I've already collected, which is a bit of a shame, but I remember the ones that I found were very easy to get anyway. Now at this point we can go down there, and cross that tree, cross the river. And you can sort of sneak up on some enemies in this shack, and we're just going to be going across the bridge. Not playing it stealthy today.
They saw me before I saw them. Crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down. It was rugged country. The winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Let's get our combo up quite high there. Let's get another skill while we have this opportunity. So we've got a skill here that lets us counter attack after we have a sense of death. And then that also upgraded our shotgun. And substantial increase to range, good damage increase, and good spread increase as well. So along with that shotgun reload skill, our shotgun should be a lot more effective.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the enemy of their hiding. Crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you're in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness. See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
May as well test out our silver shotgun. I don't think it's going to be the most useful moving through this next area. We have got a nice upgrade for it, so interested to see how it's different. Also looks quite cool.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
I'm pretty sure there was a nugget of truth down here as well.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
You know so much about engines.
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen him since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
We'll use our engraved rangers here, just because they're a bit more powerful than the 6-shooters.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will consumes everything. The soul would have no rain, the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will cast shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and it the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk. I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
So you can really take advantage of entering that dream sequence to get as many experience points as possible by taking advantage of the multiplier bonus for being in concentration, because the entire time you're in that dream sequence it's considered being in concentration, and then your combo will last longer as well with this skill over here. So yeah, really cool, and it has allowed us to get quite a few two skill points very quickly. Again, that'll just allow us to work our way around to this skill here, and then we might invest more into the other skill tree.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady. A steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. wouldn't you know it? That crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them. And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
Yeah, really cool sequence there. Feels like you're making a last stand against these Native Americans.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
So yeah, before when I did play this mission, I did get all of the nuggets of truth, which is why I couldn't unfortunately show off any of them this time. But like I said, I remember them all being fairly easy to find because, well, I managed to get them all, so they must have been quite easy to get. But looking at how long this episode has been, I think here's a pretty good place to wrap it up. I feel like it was a really fun level to play through again. Went a lot better than the first time I played it. Yeah, quite, like I said at the start of the episode, there's quite a few really cool sequences there. So looking forward to what's happening next. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. But thanks again for watching. I always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.